Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is 4:14, so I know that it's time for me to release this. 4:14 takes me to Esther 4:14, which is for such a time as this, right? And since January, I have been talking about beauty treatments in preparation for kingdom marriages, reconciliations, restorations. And so God is bringing it back yet again because it's time. And if I wasn't living this right now, I wouldn't even be telling y'all this. But it is time for relationships to come back together. So somebody is about to be asked out on a date. Somebody's about to go to dinner. You need to be ready. You need to stay ready. You need to go get you a nice dress. You need to get your nails done. Keep your nails done. Like that is such a big thing that God has been on me about. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna take my nails off, I'm not gonna get them done. And then somebody will say, oh, when are you gonna get your nails done again? Or when are you gonna get a feel? And I'm like, okay, he's telling me, like, go get your nails done. And also, I feel like the biggest part about the beauty treatments is just self-care, right? I'm taking a skincare course right now, and the biggest issue or concern related to hyperpigmentation, dry skin, dull skin is stress. Not sleeping enough, not enough self-care, not drinking enough water, not eating foods that are going to enhance the appearance of your skin, right? So a lot of it is internal. So self-care is a big part of the beauty treatments and preparation and being ready. For Esther, there was lots of massages, like skin softening rituals. There was a lot of myrrh, frankincense, and oils, clay mask. Like, it was a really intense beauty regimen, and that is really what God is trying to pull us back to. Taking better care of ourselves, taking time out to make ourselves a priority. So I have gotten into a skincare routine. Like, a lot of my videos y'all see going forward will be with no makeup, because I really have been making my skincare routine a priority. And I have got down to, by the grace of God, 90% natural products. 90% of everything I use is natural. They're all recipes that God gave me, and I want to sell them, but I want them to be effective. I don't want to just sell stuff to just make money. I want my products to be effective. So I will be offering samples soon to be shipped out for y'all to try out before I start selling them and launching all of them. But a big part of my ministry is healing and deliverance, and a lot of the products that I use are always adding value to me, right? A lot of, I don't want to name names, but Suave, Dove, Apricot, a lot of the big names, I can't even think right now, it's too early in the morning, but a lot of them have chemicals that are linked to breast cancer. A lot of them throw your hormonal balance off, which causes issues with your cycle. Lots of chemicals that are linked to skin conditions like psoriasis, eczema, hyperpigmentation, that way that you're not able to have like an even skin tone, right? And I don't know if y'all can tell, if you go back and look in some of my previous videos, like, I had a lot of dark spots, but I've been using kojic acid, lemon juice, coconut oil, castor oil. Like, I'm even growing my eyebrows in, like, fuller, thicker. I have with some formulas that I've been using. So just trying to be like 100% chemical free, because God is so big right now on healing and opening wounds, right? Because he's bringing marriages and relationships together. And what happens when you get married? You have babies, right? So A lot of you are having PCOS, endometriosis, a lot of feminine issues that are linked to a lot of the chemicals that you're using in your body washes and your soaps and things. I still have herbal tea baths, y'all. I'm so sorry. I have been so busy. Some of y'all, I never got to ship them out to you, but I will send them to you for free. I mean, I will give them to you for free if you just pay for the shipping. I have so many of them left. If you'd like to purchase any of them, leave me a comment in the comments below. I'm so excited for all of these products because they're 100% natural and they are healing. Like, I think I posted that video in January. Since I've been using them consistently, I have had no period cramps, no painful periods, shorter periods, periods showing up on time consistently every single month, right? I know when to expect it. What else? I mean, like, hormones are balanced now, even down to TMI, but moisture success is a professional way to put it. Like, so many benefits to it, y'all. So I'm not trying to drag this out, but natural is the way to go. God is really pushing that, and I'm going to be sharing some products with you. I'm going to be sharing some recipes with you because health and wellness is a big part of my ministry as well. Exercising. I just want y'all to love yourselves, love your body, make self-care a priority. It's just so rewarding. So rewarding. But like bubble baths, just taking your self-care, your health, your nutrition seriously, right? So yes, that's that. Also, God is sending spouses back in this time. God says receive them well. A lot of them are coming out of a wilderness season. If you've been through a wilderness, you know what that was like. And I had the privilege, it wasn't a real privilege, but I was able to see my kingdom spouse go through a wilderness season. And I say it was a privilege because I knew what he was going through. He didn't really know what he was going through, but I had language for it. I understood what it was. So it wasn't as stressful for me because I was able to walk him through it. I was able to help him understand. And not saying that made it any easier for them, because also while he was in the wilderness, he was going through a time of judgment. God was really changing and dealing with the hearts of the men because of how long they made us wait, because of some of the choices they made in the wilderness, because of some counterfeit situations, right? All along they knew that you were the one, but you came with some stipulations, right? You had some boundaries, you had some standards, you had some morals that you required. And so it was just easier sometimes for them to go with the counterfeit, not knowing that that was not going to be fulfilling, because that was never the person that God called them to be with, right? So there was also judgment in the wilderness, so that just made it like 2 times harder. So a lot of y'all have been thinking like, oh, he's just choosing her over me, but when really God has really been putting them through it, right? So they've gone through the fire. So God is saying receive them well. Lots of stress, financial issues. A lot of them have been dealing with housing issues. A lot of them have not been able to find jobs, right? Because God has been putting them through it. There is no favor when you're treating my daughter a certain way. But also in the wilderness, that is a very scarce time and place where God allows you to have an income, but also it is a time where he is making you lean on him and only him, right? You get daily manna. You are provided for from day to day. There is no abundance in the wilderness, right? So I was able to watch him walk through that season and be with him from afar, because there was still a separation, right? But now God is bringing people back together. So God is saying receive them well. They have gone through it, right? Don't let him send his son back to you and you're still questioning him. You're still, you have trust issues. You have resentment in your heart. You have not forgiven them, right? He forgave them, and God is not going to send somebody back to you that is not ready to treat you well, respect you, be a partner, right, to contribute to your relationship and your pending marriage. So God has put them through it. So it ain't no need for them to come back and you put them through it too. That he's not going to send them back to you, because God knows your heart posture. So that's for somebody. Receive them well. A lot of them are feeling some shame and embarrassment for how they treated you. A lot of them don't know what to say. A lot of them don't know how you're going to receive them. They don't even know if you want to receive them. They don't even know if you want them back. So it's going to take a lot of guts and courage to come back to you and to have this conversation. So receive them well, extend grace, right? That was for somebody. So God is calling this the summer of love. The summer of love. He's so sweet, so romantic. There are lots of engagements and proposals taking place. A lot of these things are going to happen very quickly. So that's why God is saying you need to be ready for anything. You could go out to dinner and be engaged in the same night. You could receive a letter, a poem of apology. You could be asked to meet up somewhere to have a conversation. And this is for people who have been in separation, but you're now in communication with your kingdom spouse, right? God is also, some of you are going to be meeting your spouse for the very first time, because God is just amazing like that. Like, don't put him in a box. He is doing miracle restorations in your lives. A lot of you have been lonely. A lot of you are like, God, I've been through the wilderness. I've been through my process. Where is my man? And you are about to run into him, okay? And please come back and testify, y'all. Like, I can't wait to hear the stories. I am a sucker for a good love story. So please, God said, get ready and stay ready. Keep your nails done, okay? And somebody's been going to a psychic for answers about your husband, your man, your ex. God says, stop going to psychics. Stop going to psychics. God knew you before you were in your mother's womb, right? That's in the Bible. You just need to go to him. Pray to him and wait for him to answer you. A psychic is a part of the kingdom of darkness, right? They are illegally accessing realms and stealing information. They have no power. They have no authority. Some of them are making up things, right? And you're just running with it. Lies. The truth only comes from, y'all know who the truth comes from. Come on now. Stop going to psychics. He told me to say that, and he gave me this Bible verse. This is Deuteronomy 18, verse 9. When you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not learn to imitate the detestable ways of nations there. Let no one be found among you who sacrifices their son or daughter in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, or engages in witchcraft or casts spells, or who is a medium or spiritist, or who consults the dead. Okay? Leave them psychics alone. That God is not pleased with that. Sometimes we'll go to everybody else but him. No, and he the only one that can give you true answer. He created you. He picked your husband out before you were born, right? He knew who he called you to be with. Stop going to psychics. That is not going to get you anywhere productive. Also, God gave me the story of Nabal, Abigail, and David. Somebody is watching me right now, and okay, I have a sister who I have been mentoring lately, and she's gonna see this video, and it's up to her if she wants to testify or not. But the story of Abigail, Nabal, Nabal, Nabal was mean to David. When David was in the wilderness, David went to Nabal to ask him to provide food for him and his men. Nabal was being cocky. He was like, I don't care who you are. I'm not giving y'all nothing, right? David wanted to put hands on Nabal, but Abigail stepped in. She was like, no, he's ignorant, basically. Like, don't listen to him. I will provide food for you and your men, right? Nabal ends up having a stroke and dies, right? And David goes back for Abigail and asks her for her hand in marriage. God is saying, somebody on here that's watching me, you are divorced or you were in a counterfeit situation. A lot of us were in marriages that God never intended for us, right? And that led us to believe that we never wanted to be married again. There was nobody for us anymore, right? Because we chose wrong the first time. We chose outside of what God had for us. God is saying that there is still a man for you, and you are about to run into him, okay? My sister, please, if you see this, you don't have to tell all of your business, but if you would like to share just a piece, when you're ready. Your story is not over. And a lot of times we are choosing outside of God's will for us, and we're ending up in relationships that make us think or feel like that is the very end for us. Just because that relationship ended, or I even posted a word earlier this year that said that God was ending counterfeit relationships, right? So in this time that is happening, that word is coming to pass. But God is also saying that just because that wasn't the person that he has for you does not mean that you're going to be alone forever, okay? God got rid of Nabal, and then Abigail got with a king, okay? David wasn't king yet, but he was stepping into royalty, okay? So what they say, drop the zero so you can get with a hero, okay? Your story is not over, and God has something good in store for you. So you're about to introduce to the one that God was always meant for you to be with, okay? That's for somebody. That was a long word, y'all, but I think I shared everything. If any of y'all have any natural products that you use and have found successful, please share them with us in the comments. If you would like to purchase any herbal tea baths, let me know. And I will be releasing products little by little. Y'all don't understand how much resistance I get from TikTok shop. Like, they do not want me to be great. And it's really not about the money for me. I really want you to heal and thrive and live your best, like, healthy life. So it's really about the education for me. So I will be sharing my school link every Thursday. I'm going to be going live on school. I will be sharing educational facts about skincare, nutrition, and fitness, which is my heart's joy. So if you have any questions about any natural products or chemicals or any products that you're using, like, please leave me a comment in the comments, or you can always message me individually. But please go enjoy my school channel. We're gonna have girl talk. I can give you prophetic advice or wisdom about your relationships, or any pending questions that you might have, guidance, anything that you might need. So I love y'all so much. I hope you stay to the end to watch this. I hope it blessed you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.